Hello, Old School Gamer 1971 here, greetings one and all, especially to you, Millie and Lloyd. Today, my third hour thoughts is on Far Cry New Dawn. I've been playing this game for around 3 hours, and this is what I think. Far Cry New Dawn by Ubisoft is an adventure game and came to the PlayStation 4 today, the 15th of February 2019. Does this be a sequel? Yes it is. This is the first for a Far Cry, as this is the first ever direct sequel to a Far Cry game, Far Cry 5. It is set in a post-apocalyptic version of Hope County and other locations. I did say last year that companies should reuse their worlds they created, and whilst I know it was just my opinion and that they never would have watched this video, it's nice to know that there's like-minded souls out there. So this in a way will either prove or disprove that point. So let's find out. Let's have a look at the developer's rap sheet. Having developed the Far Cry series and being involved with the likes of Assassin's Creed and Watch Dogs franchises gives them a pretty good pedigree. I've enjoyed the worlds of most Ubisoft titles. They have fast become one of my favourite developers, and to be honest, I cannot see that changing anytime soon. I'm going to tell you a story. So it's set 17 years after the nuclear ending of Far Cry 5, which was aptly named The Collapse. The world was devastated, but it did really look cool. However, what came next was totally unexpected. The bloom. Flowers and foliage is growing all over the place. Not quite what the scientists foresaw. Was coming out of the apocalypse, they foresaw more of a wasteland akin to Mad Max and the Fallout series. And whilst there is evidence of this all around, there is also signs of new life all around the map. During the years between, groups of survivors have set up camps. Safety in numbers, so to speak. Some friendly, some not so friendly. A group called the Highwaymen. They're a team of bandits run by the twins, Mickey and Lou. They have started to take over settlements and threaten prosperity, somewhere where you've just moved to after the train crash. When threatened, your settlement decides to seek the help of New Eden, which was born out of the remnants of Project Eden's Gate, which was the group fronted by Joseph Seed in Far Cry 5. So is this Far Cry New Dawn, or Far Cry Puanyalawn? So how good are the game's chat-up lines, also known as the intro? Man, what an intro. We start off with a choice of male or female. This is cool because sometimes I prefer to play as a woman. And then difficulty setting. You see what happened after the bomb dropped. It looks incredible. You see mankind starting to come out of the shelters in a sort of scrolling montage, which is really good, I'll point out. You see them starting to rebuild the world and to build shelters and, come together. The Highwaymen take over the settlement and destroy it. Afterwards you see a train with the good guys on. They are called Rush. They're quite a large group and the train crashes. Finally the title screen. Then the trailer's aflame. Here is a sort of cool loading screen kind of thing. Then it goes dark, someone lights a lighter and helps you to your feet. Then finally you take control. This is one cool intro. It tells you everything you want to know. You play as Captain, which covers both male and female, just like Rook. Okay, is it a looker or a bit of a munter? I love the original game, Far Cry 5. It was a hell of a looker, but I love this a whole lot more. I guess some of this is the setting, post-apocalyptic, but the bloom makes everything look so good, very reminiscent of The Last of Us. Nature is taking the world back. Also worth a mention is the weapons. Because ammo is a little bit scarce, you have to make weapons with what is around you. This makes it quite interesting. Love me some circular saw blade launcher. The world is the same. You can see locations you do recognise, but covered with bloom or desolate in complete ruin. Also, the graffiti has been designed by a graffiti artist. It does give it a more authentic feel to it. The whole game looks good. The setting, for me at least, puts this game in a good place. For me it is an improvement. Hope County in 5 for me was peaceful, beautiful to look at. For New Dawn it is a wasteland, with oasis of bright colour and beauty. Don't get me wrong, this game is hardly groundbreaking, but certainly is an amazing game to look at. And the flames, my god, they look cool, as do the particle effects. Does it make my ears bleed, or do I need earplugs? Again, the sound is top notch, like the original. It's hearing shots, or someone screaming in the distance, or a vehicle passing by. As well, the voice acting is tops. Having a good story and wooden actors to play those roles, it would be no good. It would detract not just from the sound, but from the overall atmosphere. This is not evident here. The characters are well acted and the sound as a whole fits this game. Nighttime with a lack of light really sets you on edge. To me, an adventure sound makes or breaks the game. It can make an atmosphere almost non-existent. So we're happy with the sound.
Wikipedia will go global! Just like Daddy always talked about how it was before. Everyone will help us and give us donations. It'll be great! I'll see you at Prosperity soon, right? Right. I can't wait! Well, have a nice time until then.
I'm good, let's go.
So is the combat professional or a drunken bar fight? With the creative weapons on offer and ammo you have to scavenge, every shot should be made to count. Later in the game that changes, but starting out is a little rough. This also means sometimes you have to choose the fights to fight and when to fly. Never approach combat without having the ammo to win the fight. This makes your choice of fangs for hire, guns for hire matter all the more, as you become more reliant upon them. As well, the RPG element, the same as in Assassin's Creed Odyssey, you can see level and damage. Seeing this, whilst cool, is just what happens off screen on other games, but it's shown to you here. As well, it doesn't quite have the amount of levels maybe as Assassin's Creed does, but still good. But does tell you your chances of victory. It's not punching too far above your weight. It does make combat a little more tactical. How does the gameplay play? If you like 5, you will like this. It's the same controls, which is a good thing, as if you've ever played it, you should be able to comfortably slip back into the gameplay. A few minor changes to gameplay: scavenging, weapon creation, and finally, fangs for hire can ride shotgun. By the way, this looks cool. Isn't for every vehicle, but it's a little more realistic than them running behind you, keeping up with cars and planes. With expeditions to places outside of Hope County and stashes to find, it's all so much fun to play, and most definitely up to the standard of Far Cry 5. On a personal note, I do like all the changes to gameplay. It adds to the overall game. The gameplay was tight before, and it's just been tweaked in all good ways. So does the characters have character or just cardboard cutouts? This is also really good. Let me explain. We have returning characters, new characters, and offspring of characters. Also, it's worth a mention that the antagonists, they pretty much make or break a Far Cry game. They are, excuse me, bitches. It's the only way to describe them. Joseph Seed was just creeper. Some people didn't like him. For me, it was when he has the conversation with Rook about murdering his own wife and child with such a calm voice, almost like a peaceful persona, just staring into your soul. Now I know it's not real, but still skin crawling. An apocalypse should have characters. Here's looking at you, Fallout 76. Unfortunately, this game has them in abundance. Oh, and you have a robot arm making you a cyborg. Could this game really get any better? So does the atmosphere hit you full force in the face? This game is nothing short of jaw-dropping, both graphically and what it brings to the table. Prosperity is your home. You can expand and improve it. By meeting different people, they can move to prosperity. This is good as it doesn't just give you something to do. These people bring skills, they bring weapons, they bring different stuff like maps. Everything comes together nicely. This world is a world that you want to explore every inch so you miss nothing. It is a post-apocalyptic world, so I'm already there. With antagonists to hate and NPCs to love or kick in the face. It's a game that I've been looking forward to since announcement. But it's a world built for fun. Voiceovers that will create memes for years to come. This means that the game comes together nicely to create one hell of an atmosphere. It's fun to play and so many ways to kill everyone. In a world that's easy enough to get invested, where you are rewarded by weapons and ammo for the time you have invested, it is a rewarding game throughout. So does it warm me cockles after 3 hours? This is everything I'd hoped for and so much more. It was a toss up between Far Cry New Dawn and Metro Exodus, which I'll be getting in the next month. It is a game that expands on the original game. Take for example the lookout posts. Some people don't like them. You can take them out and then you get a choice there and then to either make it a fast travel marker or scavenge it and come back to more enemies, also tougher, and you get more to scavenge. You can do this up to 3 times. The 3rd time it automatically becomes a fast travel spot. Anytime you do this, you earn resources from it, dependent upon how many times you do this. It's about the successful changes in the game, environment and combat. It's about the bitches on the bikes. It's a world gone crazy as the people who are playing it. I love this game and I'm calling it. I was right. Companies most certainly should use their maps and worlds again. This is a prime example of how it should be done. So Far Cry New Dawn it is. PS, I will go as far as to say, in my opinion, I prefer this world to Red Dead Redemption 2. It might not be as big, but it sure as hell is a lot more fun. So that about wraps it up. I hope you all have a good day. If this has been helpful in any way, like, comment, share and subscribe, as it helps the channel grow and makes an old man very happy. I post new videos every week. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. Old School Gamer 1971 signing off.